welcome to Writer's Bones Clipping Series. I'm your host, Daniel Ford. This installment features Author's Corner for April 2022. You can find the full book radar list for this month on writersbone.com. Peng Shepherd, author of The Cartographers and The Book of M, shared some terrific book recommendations on the show recently. Put them on your book radar ASAP and collect them all at your local indie bookstore. Keep reading and writing, everyone. We've been putting your books on everyone's radar, our staff, people we know, the internet, everywhere. So put some books on our radar. Who are you reading right now? What books and authors should we pick up?
Yeah. The first two that came to my mind, though, they're not out quite yet. Is that okay?
Totally. Absolutely.
I think they're both available for pre-order, but so the first one is called Babel, Babel. It's by R.F. Kuang. And if it's, how to describe it? It's set, I think it's in the 1800s. It's set at Oxford University, and it's got a similar setup where it's happening in the real world, but there's this secret department in the languages building of Oxford where there are these translators that can work actual magic by translating words from one language to another, because they have these very, very special skills. Yeah. And the magic is very subtle, and it's really, really deeply woven into the power of the British Empire and into, the culture of Oxford and the United Kingdom. And it's such an interesting book. It's fantasy, but it's just beautifully written. And I don't know if probably some of your listeners have read R.F. Kuang's The Poppy War. So, she's just brilliant. So I'd recommend that one. And then the other one is, it's called The Measure. It's by Nikki Ehrlich. And that one comes out soon, but it's about a day in the very near future, like say tomorrow, maybe. And on the doorstep of every person over the age of 18, there appears a small box. And in the box is a length of string. And it's a little bit different for everybody. And because everyone in the world over the age of 18 has received a box with string in it, people are very eager to figure out what's going on and what it means. And so scientists very quickly realized that the string is a completely accurate measure of exactly the amount of time left that you have to live. And so it's just fascinating, because can you imagine if every adult in the world tomorrow learned exactly how long they had left to live? And so it just goes from there. Everybody gets the boxes on page one, and it's really fascinating. Yeah, just such a unique kind of examination of human nature, and like what do we do with the time we have left, and how would it change you if you knew, and how would it change the world if everybody knew?
Sign us up for both of those. And judging by how we've navigated the pandemic, I'm assuming that things don't go great.
I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah.
Thank you for listening to the Writer's Bone podcast. You can listen to past episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, and Amazon Podcast. Really, any podcast channel known to man. You can find more literary goodness on our website, writersbone.com. Also check out the other shows within the Writer's Bone podcast network, such as Pop Literacy, Film Freaks Forever, As Told To, the Ghostwriting Podcast, The Shit No One Tells You About Writing, and Deliberate Freelancer. Learn more about WBPN under the network section in the main nav of our website. Once again, thank you for listening, and keep writing.